Mookie Betts to lead Major League Baseball in runs scored is 9-1. A guy that if he didn't play for the Dodgers would likely have a few National League MVPs under his belt, or if Ronald Acuna Jr. didn't exist, would have at least one more for back in the 2021 season. But I'm going to go Mookie Betts to lead MLB in runs. Interestingly enough, he's likely going to be batting the 2. Shohei Ohtani is going to be batting the 1. Shohei Ohtani clears the bases a lot. That means there's going to be empty bags available for Mookie Betts. And then he's going to be backed up by maybe the greatest full 9-man baseball lineup in the history of baseball. Mookie is going to get some RBIs behind Shohei. He's going to drive him in a number of times. Mookie's going to be driven around like Miss Daisy about a gazillion times this year, and I'm catching that at 9-1. If you're feeling juicy and you want to shop it, you can get it as high as 950. I'll take Mookie Betts to lead MLB in runs 9-1. My dear cousin Doc Brown hit Rob Brown with the sound.
All right, thanks for the handoff, Amigo. Let's work in one college basketball future before I go to the Diamond. I think Maryland's going to make the Final Four. I actually grabbed this about 10 days ago at, I think it was 10-1 or 11-1 odds at BetMGM. A little bit lower, but still a quite attractive number at plus 800. I think the Terps and that turtle power do it for Donatello. They do it for Raphael. They do it for Michelangelo. They do it for Leonardo. They do it for all the shelled friends that are out there. And Scott Van Pelt as well, a diehard Terps fan. I like the concert of this team. The guards are playing at a higher level right now. Gillespie's turned it up. McHale's turned it up. Roddy Rice had a hell of a game last time out. And, of course, that dynamic front court, maybe the best in college basketball, Jalen Reese and Derek Queen, who is a double-doubles machine. And against the Wolverines, the last victory on the road, he went 17-12. As the team's got 7 quarter-one wins on the season. The number 12 of the net, barely a top 60 team in strength of schedule, but they can really show up and show out at the Big Ten tournament in Indianapolis. Number 33 in EFGD over the last 30 days. They're killing teams on the glass. They got Northwestern left this weekend. They're going to punish them there in College Park. But give me Maryland. Hopefully they get a suitable and attractive draw. And if they do, they got a really good shot of visiting the Alamo at plus 800. Give me the Doc.
Great Scott.
I gave this one out a little earlier this week. I don't care. I'm giving it out again because I've decided that I am fully committed to this pick. The Boston Red Sox to win the American League East. Now, there's 2 reasons I'm picking it. Number 1 is the line, plus 420. Bro. Number 2, because I think the Red Sox are going to be pretty damn good this year. They put together a 1-5 with Crochet and Tanner Hawk, who had a good year last year. If Walker Buehler's able to stay healthy, they're going to be good. Just a little bit of a rebound from Lucas Giolito. That's a solid 1-4. And I honestly could see a Cutter Crawford bounce back year this year because there's not all that much pressure on him to be a dude anymore. I just need you to be a solid 5-day, 5th-day starter. Then we look at a lineup. I'm looking at Raffy. They're going to play the guy. They're going to move Bregman over to second. He's going to bat 3. They find somebody who can consistently bat in that cleanup spot, and the Red Sox are going to be fine. And then there's the Yankees. I know that people say the pressure is off. I couldn't disagree with them more. The New York Yankees have got to get it done this year because if they can't get it done this year as close as they got last year, and I know you ran into an absolute buzzsaw in the LA Dodgers in the World Series, but you don't get it done in the AL East after you let Juan Soto walk, et cetera, there's more pressure on the Yankees this year than last year. And let's be honest, over the past 2 decades, historically speaking, the Yankees have crumbled under the pressure more often than they've risen to it. Not that they've never risen to it. I'm just willing to bet against it because that's the trend. Give me the Red Sox to win the AL East at plus 420. Bro. Doc Brown, give me the sound, baby.
Great Scott.
All right, I'm going to go to Major League Baseball, which brings a lot of joy to Rob Brown and his life. Loves to toss around the diamond. I do on occasion as well. Let's go to the futures market here. In the player prop specific market, I think Luis Arraez, we heard there on the rejoin here at the top of the segment, leads the bigs in total hits, and right now it's a plus 650. He's actually the chalky play, and for damn good reason. The Padres leadoff man is a guy, one of the best slap hitters in Major League Baseball. He just finds gaps. He just finds holes. I love betting on this guy to get hits in a game and occasionally take the over on 1.5 hits, which you can get a significant plus odds pretty much every time there at BetMGM. Maybe even score a run. Match up in and match up out over a 162 game season. But a guy, when you look at fan graphs, 5 to 6 of the projections they have on that side, they got like 8 or 9 of them, have him lead the league in hits, as a matter of fact. Anywhere between 182 to 188 is what they're projecting. He's in the prime of his career. He's 27 years old. He's got at least 540 at-bats in 3 straight seasons. He's gotten at least 200 hits in back-to-back years. His contact rate was just through the damn roof last year at 94.1%. He didn't strike out, 4.3% K rate a season ago. He didn't walk either at 3.6% with that base on balls percentage. It's all about making contact. And a guy who can pull the ball down the line, take it opposite field. He just splits gaps repeatedly. I think he's going to have another 200 plus hits collected this season, which will set the pace in the category. North of 6-1 odds. I'm totally in with that. Give me the doc.
Great Scott!
Flipping it up to the National Football League. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a couple of wide receivers available. Tyler Lockett's out there. DK Metcalf is requested a trade. Here's the fun thing about that. The Buffalo Bills need to clear a little cap space. They're about $8 million over, which means that they could send somebody out to Seattle that would, even though they will have to pay DK Metcalf, maybe they can offset that $8-ish million and end up with an absolute stud. Because let's be real, the Buffalo Bills were a damn fine football team last year. And they played half the season with their number one wide receiver. The best weapon they could give Josh Allen was an unpolished rookie out of Florida State by the name of Keon Coleman. Shout out to Keon Coleman. Not only might you be the second funniest man in the National Football League behind only Xavier Legette, who I adore. You know what I'm talking about. I'm down here in South Carolina. But Josh Allen still won with that. Then they went and got Amari Cooper. Immediately lose Keon Coleman to a wrist injury. He sits down. What does Josh Allen do? NBD, baby. Just keep winning, including winning on the road at the Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, the Chiefs don't feel like the juggernaut that the Chiefs have felt like years gone by. It feels to me like the door for the AFC is open. I need the Buffalo Bills right now. Listen to me, Buffalo. Go get DK Metcalf. Give Josh Allen a certified, bona fide number one who's not a head case. I get Buffalo Bills to win Super Bowl licks +1 because I don't know Roman numerals at 8.5 to 1. Feels like a long shot, especially this far out. But I'm betting on Buffalo adding a wide receiver, a vet, a star, a stud on the outside, and Josh Allen finally gets to cut it wide open. The Bills finally break the Mahomes curse in 2026 and win Super Bowl licks +1. Brad Evans, that's at 8 to 1. I'll go ahead and push the button now. Give me the sound, Doc Brown.
Great Scott!
Yeah, just go out, get DK Metcalf, por favor. Maybe even Devontae Adams, kick the tires on him. Just upgrade the wide receiver position, Buffalo. And I think you're going to be in really good shape to finally get over that hump and get past Kansas City, maybe the Baltimore Ravens there in the AFC and represent next year's Super Bowl. All right, back to Major League Baseball for me. Let's do this one for John Stewart, who's a diehard Metropolitans fan. Edwin Diaz, I think, is going to lead the bigs in total saves. That one at +650 as well. I think the Mets, they won a lot of close games last year. I think it's going to be more of the same this season. Again, look at fan graphs. 5 of the 6 projections have him setting the pace and closing out games, anywhere between 36 and 38 saves. He had a 14+ K per 9, outstanding last year. He's got to reduce the walks per 9 at 3.35. Got to reduce the home run rate. It was 1.17 last year. But remember, he was struggling with a shoulder injury over a significant portion of the season. He's coming in healthy. He's got electric stuff. That mid-3s ERA is probably going to be under 3, maybe in the low 2s when it's all said and done. He was just 20 of 27 in save opportunities last year. He saves 40 this year and exceeds those projections.